Hi, Natalie. I'm really looking forward to this video where we introduce ourselves and share with the world what we do. Over to you, Natalie.
Hi, Jim, and thank you so much for being here with me. And my name is Natalie, as Jim said, and I am the confidence coach. And I'm the confidence coach for introverted business owners. And there is a story behind that, which will slowly come out. But this is what I do, is I help introverted business owners to connect with their personality, themselves, and their business. So Jim, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, thank you for this opportunity to share our inner secrets. Well, thank you, Natalie, for this opportunity to share our stories. I'm Jim J. Doyle, and I'm the vitality guy. What I do is I work with the vitality of people, businesses, and situations. It may sound complex, but what it is getting everything in flow: mind, body, spirit, business, getting them all in flow and getting them flowing easily. Now, my background is shy kid, couldn't speak in public, etc. And no, really, I had quite a problem, and it was exacerbated by a live radio interview at lunchtime, and we agreed the questions, and then they had to ask me questions that were totally vetoed officially beforehand. So there I'm live on air going, I can't answer that question. However, so that was my electronics career, and subsequently my inner side came out, and I ended up training extensively as an energy healer. And that means, it's a bit woo-woo, I tune into what is going on energetically, mentally, emotionally, consciously within us, and how that relates to the mind and body, and how to help people get through that quickly and easily to be their amazing expressive selves. So in the spirit of both our Toastmasters background, Table Topics is a 2-minute opportunity to share your wisdom and inspire your audience. Natalie, your topic for the moment is, for the next 2 minutes, how do you perceive confidence and lack of it?
Well, thank you, Jim, for throwing me into the deep end and giving me 2 minutes. So how do I perceive confidence and lack of it? Now, this can be seen in many ways, because there is possibilities to fake confidence, and it's looking beyond the faking to see what somebody is really feeling and how they are. There's also those moments of judgment. So I'll give you an example. Is you walk into a room and there's somebody who's loud, he's surrounded by people, and he's having a conversation, and he's all there and present. And then there's somebody in the corner standing quietly. Which one of them is confident and which one lacks confidence? I'm going to leave you with that thought for a moment. So lack of confidence can be seen in being unsure of yourself. So it's not a lack of skills. Skills and confidence are two totally different things. But it might be a way that somebody is stumbling over their speech because they're unsure of what they're wanting to say. Especially in networkings, they're mumbling. They quite often mumble in network meetings purely because they're nervous, so they speak too fast. A lack of confidence can be seen in not putting yourself forward, in not taking an opportunity that's presented because I can't do that, or they don't really want me, or I'm unsure of how that's going to impact anything. And this can be a way to see that somebody doesn't have confidence if they're not reaching for those opportunities or grabbing them when they come. So just back to that room of those people in the room, that person standing in the corner might well be an introvert and quite confident, but doing what introverts do, which is observing. They could also have a lack of confidence, so don't judge it. And again, with the gentleman who's surrounded and having a fantastic conversation, he could be an extrovert and they love being around people and they absorb people's energy. like a vampire. That sounds really bad, doesn't it? But they absorb energy. And he could lack confidence, or could just be somebody who is very confident and in their element. So you can see how you can't always judge and assume somebody has confidence or doesn't have confidence. So Jim, today I would like you to answer a question in 2 minutes. As a Toastmaster, you know the table topics and how this works. So I'm going to give you a table topic. Now, for anybody who doesn't know what a table topic is, in Toastmasters, you get a random question and you have to answer it within 2 minutes. So it's almost thinking on your feet. Now, I used to love table topics. They were my favorite.
Oh, yes.
So I'm an ex-toastie. Jim is an ex-toastie. And this is a table topic. You ready, Jim?
Let's go for it. I can only fail. That's the worst bit. Success is easy, usually.
Oh, there's no harm in trying.
Exactly.
So Jim, you work with energy and help people to find their energy, ground themselves. But how can you work with energy? Because energy is not seen. So how does that work for you? How do you really pinpoint somebody's energy?
Okay, starting the timer now. There we go, 1:59. When I work with energy, as in I'm an energy healer, is what I trained as extensively. It is and the energy as such is not like voltage necessarily, but it can be the va-va-va-voom, the dynamic personality of somebody. But it can also be something else, which is the combination of the thoughts that affect the feelings and vice versa. So if we get triggered by something, perhaps speaking in public being a fairly classic one, it's not just that we're afraid of it or we're breathing shallow or we're sweating or anything like that. Those are simply the symptoms. What's really going on is there is some kind of past trauma event. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be just a series of little things, say from childhood, that it's not safe to speak in public or you'll get shouted at or told off or something like that. Be seen and not heard. Absolute classic. And when you are presented with an audience, all these eyeballs looking at you, then you think, and internally, it's taking you straight back to that time, whatever that fearful event or series of events was. And your body starts to react as if you're back there. And by what I do is identify when I'm working with people to overcome that, rather than just fight it, is to help them to identify the exact age they were or wherever the source of the problem was and help them to clear it. And once that is gone, in general, that reaction is vastly reduced or gone completely. And that's what I've done for a lot of clients in lots of different aspects, including, I might add, a Southern European champion on one occasion from Toastmasters, which I can tell you about separately.